Hey everyone, Wayne here. Welcome to part 4 of my First Jihad basic game playthrough. If you haven't seen it, there are 3 other parts, tutorial, review video, and an unboxing, so I would definitely suggest you check those out first. But if you've checked them out, you're ready to watch this new part, let's go ahead and dive in. So, go ahead and roll. So yeah, let's roll. No, let's flip a card first. Check the events phase. Flip our card, the Peaks of Lebanon. The Merdates, a Syriac-speaking Christian sect, inhabited the wilderness areas of what is now Syria and Lebanon. Their guerrilla warfare was a constant headache for the Arabs, who needed to maintain a supply line to aid in the conquest of Constantinople. And despite their heretical ideas, they were eager allies of the Byzantines. Resettled in the empire after 708, they served Byzantium as soldiers and sailors. All right, Peace of Lebanon. So, first off, the event ruler, Byzantium with a +1, 5. 6, a total of 11, and then +1 to 12 is a 6, so it goes up to 6. Very nice. Let's see. Bulgars 1 over, unfortunately for us. And then a Carabyzian theme, which lets us reuse the Greek fleet, or lets us use it as many times as we want during the game here. So, alright, so check the camera, make sure everything's looking good. It's a little more zoomed out than the other one. Sorry about that on this one. I had to adjust my camera mount a little bit. But hopefully you guys can still see everything pretty closely anyway. All right. Let's go ahead and give ourselves our action points. 4 in the west, and then 3 in the east. Start assigning hits here in the Arab phase. There's a fitna on the Greek path. So go ahead and flip the Islam marker to disrupted. 1 hit on the Mediterranean path, or next to Mecca, so that makes it 2 hits. I don't see many of the modifiers. Let's go ahead and inflict the 2 hits. What we're going to do is retreat inside the castle. That'll absorb those 2 hits. 1 hit on the Indian path, +1 for being next to the Islam marker, so that's a total of 2 hits. But then crossing the mountains, it's -1, so only 1 actual hit goes through. We'll absorb it with Persian army there. 2 hits on the Parthian path. No adjustments for Tibet. 2 plus next to Islam, that's 3 hits. However, they're crossing the river, so it's the 3 minus 2, so it's only 1 hit that goes through. So we'll go ahead and flip our Sogdian army over to absorb it there. All right, I think that'll take care of those hits there. Let's go on to the action phase. Definitely got a lot of good action points over here on the west. So we're at 5 right now. Let's go ahead and use 2 of them to move the Bulgars over by 1. Let's use 1 to try to get outside the castle here in Alexandria. So we will attack. We use our Greek fleet. We don't have to move it over because of the Carabyzian theme. +1 to that. So we just need to roll at least a 2 on both dice. We got a 1, which is a failure. That's a bummer. So we're still inside the castle. Let's go ahead and spend another action point. We're going to do the same exact thing. We got another 1. So it'll be this 1 +1 for the fleet. That's a 2. We need at least a 3, right? Okay. Spend our last action point to do it again. Boom. Did it. All right. Got outside the castle. Good job, guys. Nothing like by the skin of their teeth here. All right. Let's go to the Eastern Empire. We have 3 action points. Let's go ahead and we're going to spend 2 to move the Tibet marker over to -1 hit. And then we'll spend our last 1 to rally the Sogdian army here to full strength. All right, I think that's it for the turn, right? Yep, let's do the end of turn phase. Curse removal, no curses. Conversion, let's see. Nowhere to convert, perfect. First revival, no need. Islamic recovery will be here in Cilicia. He will recover from disrupted. Person and purpose doesn't apply. Surrender doesn't apply. Icons, no, none. Banking, nothing to bank. And blessings, we didn't use any blessings. So, perfect on the next turn. Battle of Karbala. Prior to 680, feuds over the disputed succession to Muhammad boiled over, and the partisans of Ali, the founders of Islam's Shiite wing, broke out in open revolt. The Umayyads defeated them at Karbala and subjected the family of Muhammad to cruelty and ridicule. To better defend against this weakened caliphate, the Byzantines established colonies of warlike Slovenia Slavic Serbs in Asia Minor who are not always loyal. All right. So for the basic game, which is the only event we have is the Slovenia, which is a event that happens during our action phase, but we can still look at it. Check our event card. Slovenia. Repair 2 hits on any Byzantine army anytime this turn, thanks to Slavic volunteers, or receive 1 blue AP token. Player's choice. Well, we'll see. We'll see what we need. Okay. Go ahead and tell our action points, 3 and 3. Now we're going to do 1 hit on the Greek path. Attacking here, no Islam, so no modifiers for Islam. -1 for the Bulgars. -1 for there, so that makes it a -1. And then also crossing the river or the strait, so that would make it -3. So let's just say no hits. All right, 2 on the Med path. +1 for being adjacent to Mecca. No modifiers for terrain or anything like that. It's a total of 3. Well, let's go ahead and duck inside our castle to absorb those 3. All right, a Fitna on the Parthian path. Excuse me, the Indian path. Excuse me. And then 1 hit on the Parthian path. +1 for being adjacent to Islam, so that's 2. However, -1 for Tibetan Empire, so that's only 1. And they're crossing a river, -2, so -1. No hits there. It's not too bad at all, after all. Okay, on to the action phase. Let's go ahead and, first of all, we'll spend... Where was the Slovenia? Obviously, we don't need to repair any of our armies, so let's go ahead and 1 blue AP token. We're going to go ahead and take that AP token. So we'll get our 1 blue AP token. Boom. All right. Let's spend 1 action point to attack, try to get outside the castle here in Alexandria. Remember, 2 dice. We'll go ahead and use our Greek fleet for that. So 2 + 1 is 3. I think we're going to have armies at 2 strength, right? Yep. So we do retake the countryside in Alexandria. Perfect. Spend another action point. Actually, we need to spend 2, won't we? Let's see. Hang on. I think it's only 1. Now that I think about it. I'm trying to think of the cost to attack Anatolia. I was going to think it was 2, but I think with the strait, because we have the Greek fleet, let me double check the rules here, guys. All right. Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. So it actually only takes 1 action point for us to attack across the strait. So we'll attack Anatolia. Use our action point already. I believe we spent it. We've already used our Greek fleet though, right? Yeah. So it's just going to be... But it's the same color. So I'm going to throw 1 die. So I have to roll 3 higher. Simple as that. And we did not succeed. Not so simple sometimes. All right. Let's go ahead and hit it with the last action point. Oops. Down to 0. Go ahead and hit it again. Try to attack. Byzantine army trying to attack Anatolia. Come on. Yes. All right, cool. So we are over there. We're on our way. Out of action points. The other token will save it. All right, go to the Eastern Theater. Go ahead and spend 1 to rally this Persian army here. Let's go ahead and spend... should that have been recovered last turn? I can't remember. Doesn't matter. Whatever. Doesn't matter now, I guess. All right, we'll spend 1 more to attack their Persian army. Attack Khuzestan. We're going to use our Persian Immortals. +1. It is a different color. So, roll 2 dice. Snake eyes. So, no good. Wasted. We have to save our last AP for the Parthian path, which we cannot do anything. So, we just lose it. I believe we lose it. I believe that's how the rules work for that. So, all right, bummer. Okay. That's it for action phase. On to the end of turn phase. No curses to remove. Conversion. No. Okay. No religious revival either. Islamic recovery. He should definitely flip over here. Harrison to Berbers. No. Surrender. No. Icons. No. Banking. Nothing to bank. And blessings recovery. We get our immortals and our Greek fleet back. All right. On the next turn. I remember how many turns we did. So, hang on. There we go. Just makes it easier for me to keep track. Because I'm trying to keep it to 5 turns per video, so each video is not super long. All right, third turn here. Theodosian Walls. There we go. All right, so Yazid, son of the Caliph Muawiyah, led Arab forces of Atlantan Sea to besiege Constantinople in 674 to 678. The powerful Theodosian walls, defending a city magnificently provisioned by Byzantine Emperor Constantine IV, proved too much for the Arabs. They retreated in the face of stiff resistance and a bitterly cold winter. This first decisive defeat may have saved all of Europe from Muslim conquest and conversion, but the Arabs would return in force the next spring. All right, so a couple things here. Cyprus will go ahead and move over 1, unfortunately. And then St. Demetrius, which is, let's check. St. Demetrius, Bishop of Thessalonica, inspired victory over invading Slavs. Move the Bulgars marker 1 box to the right. If it's already in the -1 hit box, which it is, then raise the Byzantine ruler's skill rating by +1. Boom. West, Great King, save limit 6 AP. So he's a Great King now, I guess. Cool. Awesome. We have a Great King now. All right. Let's go ahead and rally our action points. 3 in the west, 4 in the east. Ooh, it's a rare time that the east gets more. All right. And then now let's go ahead and inflict our hits here. Greek path would be 3, red number. So we had 1d6. 2, thankfully, so only 5 hits. 5, we are adjacent to Islam, so that makes it 6. -1 for the Bulgars. No minus here. So we're at 5 right now. So remember it was 6. -1 is 5. No minus here. Still at 5. They're crossing mountains, so that takes away 1 more as well. So it drops to 4 hits. Let's go ahead and... what's 4 hits? It's still 4 hits, which is unfortunate. Let's go ahead and retreat. Let's retreat to Constantinople. That takes 2, so there's only 2 left. Then we'll just retreat inside the castle. I'll absorb the other 2 more. Perfect. Okay, it's not so bad. It's not bad, guys. Everyone relax. All right, 2 hits on the med path, +1 for being adjacent to Mecca. That's 3. No modifiers that else I can see. So Byzantine army, we'll just have them retreat inside the castle. Oops. Of Alexandria. That way I'll absorb those 3 hits here for the weak castle. All right, 2 over on the Indian path. It's attacking adjacent to Islam, so that makes it 3. However, he's attacking across the mountains, so -1, so back to 2 hits. Let's go ahead and retreat to Seistan here. And then on the Parthian path, it is 2 hits. He's adjacent, so it comes 3 hits. -1 for Tibet, so it's back to 2. And then he's crossing a river, that's -2, so it's 0 hits. So we suffer no hits over there, which I will not complain about. All right, on to the action phase. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and spend 1 action point to attack in Constantinople to try to get out of there. We'll use our Greek fleet because we want to get out of there. So 1d6. 1 + 1 is 2. We have an army as a 2, so unfortunately we need to roll at least a 2. So that's a bummer. We're going to attack again. We don't get the Greek fleet this time. Spend an action point, so we just have to roll a 3 or higher. Okay, 4. So we do get outside the castle. 1 action point left. Let's go ahead and attack with our Byzantine army in Alexandria. Check outside the castle there as well. Different. Yeah, it's not the same religion. None of the African ones are for the Byzantines. So we roll 2. We have to roll 3 or higher on both. A 1, so we fail. So we are stuck inside the castle here on the med path. That's really not good. I have a bad feeling about next turn, guys. All right. You know what? Let's go ahead and use our AP token. +1 action point. Give 1, and we use it to attack again. We really need to get out of that castle. We need to roll 3 or higher on both. Take away the highest. 5. We are successful. We get outside the castle. Retake the countryside. Yes. All right. On to the eastern path, or eastern theater, excuse me. Persian army here. Let's go ahead and spend an action point with Persian army to attack Yezd. We'll use our Persian immortals for a +1. Same color, thankfully, so we only roll 1 die. 2 + 1 is 3. Failure. Oh, it is failure. That's a bummer. Okay, let's spend 1 more to attack again. Reroll. Just no +1 on this one. 6. And still successful now. Thankfully. Let's go ahead and spend one more. We're going to try to attack Khuzestan. We're going to try to get that Islam marker flipped over. So we're going to attack. We need to roll 4 higher. 6. So we do take it. And then the Islam marker flipped over, disrupted. Perfect. All right. We'll save our last one for the Parthian path, which we can't do anything. So it's just wasted. Okay. End of turn phase. Curse removal. No curses. Conversion. Right here, Anatolia's going to try to convert. Let's roll a 1. Seriously? Okay, so Islam does advance to Anatolia. It's not good for us. Not good at all. Let's see, anywhere else? No, no, and no. Okay. Survival, no. Islamic recovery, won't apply. Person of Berbers, no. Surrender, no. Icon, no. Banking, nothing to bank. Blessings, we get our Immortals and Greek fleet back. All right, on to the next turn. Revolt of the Zanji Slaves. All right, this will be an end of an era, which means we're going on to the 3rd era of the game, if you want to consider that there is 4 eras. It's green cards, yellow cards, red, and then black are the last era. All right. Black African slavery, as we know, it began with the rise of Islam. Occupied Khuzestan, Iraq, was the Asian terminus of the slave trade. In 689, a giant African slave revolt led by Shar Zanji, Lion of the Blacks, rocked the caliphate. The revolt was crushed. Many more would follow. All right. So what we'll do is run through the events. So end of an era should be super simple. Basically, in this case, it'll be... I have to go to the rule book. What it should be is... We just basically... We get our last stand chits back, assuming the Empire's in, which the Byzantine and Persians are both still in the game. So we get them back. You have to choose which side. I'm going to stay on the +2 action point side for both of them. That's the side I'm going to choose, I guess. All right, Greek Fire. I don't know why. I don't know why it has it. It says it again. We already did it. So, I don't know if that's a typo or... hang on. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to check. Okay, yeah. I'm not sure why it has Greek Fire again, because it already flipped over to Greek Fire side already, so I don't know what that's about. But anyway, whatever. Moving on. Let's check for Intolerance is the next event. Caliph launches a wave of persecution and harsh taxation on non-Muslims, hoping to convert them to Islam. Roll conversion on each path where an Islam marker could possibly advance, if not disrupted. If the roll is successful, advance an Islam marker will land on its path, then flip it to its disrupted side. All right, so can advance, so no worries about Intolerance. Tibet becomes Buddhist, so flip it from badass to Buddhist. And then the Rita, which is, I know there was some clarification on Rita, I believe. Okay, hang on. Let's just check it. Okay, so let's go and look at the card first. Rita, during the conversion step at the end of the turn phase. Mass apostasy, I can't pronounce that, from Islam occurs on the border. On each path where the player controls at least one Muslim land, including a disrupted Islam marker, roll a die on a 5 or 6, retreat the Islam marker will land towards Mecca. So that's cool. All right. Okay. Tally our action points, 3 and 3. So the hits, Greek path, there's 1 hit. Over here, +1 for Islam, then -2 for the train, also -1. So no hits. And then a fit and everywhere else. So, Med path, well, there's no Islam markers, doesn't matter. But then Parthian path, I guess we're already on it. And then Indian path, we're on it. Parthian path, fit as well. So remember, just flip that over. Okay. Okay, that's it for the Arab base. On to the action phase. First of all, let's go ahead and we're going to try to get Cyprus over. So we'll use our Greek fleet. +1. We'll use an action point, and then we're going to try to roll at least a 3. Okay, bummer. All right. We're not going to try again there, because without the Greek fleet, it's really hard. You have to roll a 6. But we will do is we will spend an action point to attack the Byzantine army, to attack here Anatolia. Try to get it. So we have to cross 1 action point. Oh no, 2 AP to cross. We have to spend 2 action points, both of our last ones, try to cross over. And unfortunately, because Islam is in Anatolia, it's no longer the same color. It's considered a different color. So we have to roll 2 dice, and we used our Greek fleet already. So literally, we just 2 dice, but we have to get a 3 or higher. We can do it. We did not do it. Okay, so there goes that. Let's go over to the Eastern Theater. Persian army we're already on. There's a stand here. So let's go ahead and just save everything, I guess, and we'll just go ahead and put it all on the Sogdian over here. So we'll spend across the river. It's going to be 2 action points to attack. So we want our Sogdian army to attack at Khorasan. We spent 2 action points. Go ahead and roll. We just need to get a 3 or higher. We got a 3. So we do move, and he does already take it over. And then we'll spend our last one to attack Esafon. Boom. So now he's in behind enemy lines here. Good for us. All right, cool. So now we move on to the end turn phase. Curse removal, no curses. Conversion step. And here we're at Rita. During the conversion step at the end of the turn phase, on each path where the player controls at least 1 Muslim land, included a disrupted Islam marker, roll or die on a 5 or 6, retreat at 1 towards Mecca. So doesn't apply, doesn't apply, does apply, does apply. So here, 5 or 6. 6. So I would say that means the Islam marker is removed and pushed back to Mecca, basically. Cool. Good job, me. All right, and then over here, same deal. 5. So he's pushed back and disrupted. Good job. Both of mine I got successes on it. That's awesome. All right, Islamic recovery doesn't apply. Comparison of Berber doesn't apply. Surrender doesn't apply. Icon doesn't apply. Bank doesn't apply because we don't have anything to bank. And then blessings, we'll get our Greek fire back. All right, cool. That's the end of that turn. So let's do another one here. All right. Kahina, Queen of the Moors. All right. Dea, known as Kahina, a Moorish prophetess and political leader, led her forces in a spirited strike against the Arabs, coordinating with a Byzantine fleet led by John the Patrician. Together, their efforts briefly retook Carthage in 698, but the campaign ended in disaster. Carthage soon faded out of history after the Arabs built a rival city, Tunis, nearby. It's like, yeah, we're just going to build a new city. Sorry, bro. All right, so the Byzantine ruler is killed, or dies, I should say. He's at 7, plus 1d6. Only at 1, it's only an 8. Bummer. 8 is a 6. It just drops 1. That's not too bad. Tibet does move over. Lineagens and Queen Kahina, which looks like both will be in the action phase, but we can look them up. So, where is it? Apparently I can't, I don't know, alphabetical order apparently. Carolinians, repair 1 hit on the Frankish army, even if neutral. If already strong, earn 1 blue AP token. Well, he was damaged from earlier in the game, so he's brought back. Okay. Queen Kahina. Let's see. Where is that going to be? Queen Kahina. Berber ruler aids Byzantine fleet in a pincer attack. This turn only, regardless of the position of the Cyprus marker, the player may use the Greek fleet in any kind of mission, battle, raid, or landing, but only on the med path. Additionally, the fleet may be committed to the med path any number of times this turn without moving to the use box. Normal AP costs still apply. That's a bummer for us because we're already rocking on the, at least for now. Although it looks like there's going to be some hits, so we'll see coming up. All right, that's all the events for now. Let's go ahead and do. I shouldn't have flipped that over. That comes later on, I guess, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I don't think it'll, because we're never going to make it there. All right, so let's tally our action points, 4 and 3. And then let's do our hits in the Arab phase here. So 2 hits on the Greek path, -1. It's only 1. We are adjacent, so that goes back up to 2, adjacent to Islam. But then they'd be crossing a strait, which is -2. Therefore, it is 0. Okay, 0 hits on the Greek path. Now the Med path is at 4 plus adjacent to Islam. That gives it 5 hits. So what we'll do is we'll absorb 1 hit here. 1. We'll shatter. It's 2. And then we'll retreat inside the castle. 3, 4, 5. So we stand strong. All right. 1 hit on the Indian path. Let's go ahead. We are adjacent, though, to Islam, so that'll be +1. So it's actually 2 hits. No modifiers. Let's go ahead and just retreat to Yazd. And then 1 hit on the Parthian path as well. No modifiers for Tibet. And no modifiers for terrain. So it'll just be 1 hit. Let's go ahead and flip our army over. Sogdian army. And that'll be that hit there. All right. Let's see. 4, 3. Okay, we'll go ahead and we will start our action phase here. So what's the Carolinian thing? Yeah, that was flip that over. Okay, boop, flipped it over. And then Queen Kahina is I cannot. I'm gonna use a Greek for the name position path, but only on the Med path. Okay, so I'll use a Greek for on the Med path. Well, first of all, let's spend an action point. We gotta try to get Cyprus back over. So I assume I can use it for that. It doesn't really say. It just says for any kind of attack. I'm gonna do it. So I'm gonna use my Greek fleet. But I can use it anywhere I want on the Med path. We'll go ahead, use our Greek fleet. +3. Roll 1d6. Roll at least 3. Boom, we get it over. Perfect. All right, now on the the Greek path, let's go ahead and spend 1 to attack Anatolia. It is Islamic now, so we have to roll 2 dice. And no Greek fleet because they can only use on the Med path. We're going to go ahead and try. Okay, not successful because we have no modifiers. So the best one, well, I'll take that away. So it's a 1. Duh. So definitely not successful. But let's go ahead and spend an action point to unshatter our Byzantine army here in Alexandria. I wanted to save 2 for that. Then we'll spend another 1 to try to attack Alexandria, try to get out of there. We do need to use our Greek fleet for that, though. So +1. So, boom. We're successful. Whew. That was close. All right. That's it for the Western Theater. Let's go on to the Eastern Theater. Let's go ahead and use an action point. Persian army is going to attack Khuzestan. We use our Persian Immortals. +1. Attack. We ignore the mountains. Different color, though. So roll 2d6. Take away the highest. The same. +1. 4. We're successful. And then on to this Parthian path. Let's spend 1 to rally our Sogdian army. And then let's spend 1 more to attack Yehavand. Boom. We're successful. Cool. All right. End of turn phase. Curse removal. No curses. Conversion step. No. Let's see. Oh, yep, nope. Check for religious revival. Right here, there's a chance. Let's roll 1d6, roll 6. Alright, not successful. Islamic recovery. No. Preston to Burbas doesn't apply. Surrender doesn't apply. No icons. Nothing to bank. Blessings. Get my Immortals and Greek fleet back. And that's it for this turn. So that is the end of 5 turns. That's the end of this part of my playthrough. Thanks for watching, guys.